So welcome to Boxing Media Hub, proudly in partnership with Falcon Contracting and Jams Boxing Chat. We are going for it. This is going to be live on Wednesday in the UK, 28th of August at the ITC Sydney Theatre in Sydney, funnily enough, in Australia. What a cracking fight this is going to be. Conor Wallace versus Jerome Pampellone. A name that I can actually say, for the WBO Intercontinental Light Heavyweight title, which is currently vacant, but also up for grabs, the IBF Eliminator for number 2 spot as well.
Wow. I didn't know that bit. I didn't know that.
There's a lot riding on this one. It's a big fight. Conor Wallace, 14 fights, 13 wins, 10 knockouts, was last out in March 2024. Me and Jam covered that one. Give it a look. Cracking fight against Jack Gipp, which he won
on Paddy's Day.
Round 6. Cracking scrap it was. Brilliant by both guys, to be fair. Jerome Pampellone, 19 fights, 18 wins, 11 knockouts. He was last out in April 2024 against Malik Zainad.
Zainad. He's the guy who lost to Bivol in June. He lost to Bivol in Riyadh in June. He was the replacement for Serbiev.
He lost a majority decision, but he's landing on his feet coming into a fight like this with this on the line as well. It's a massive opportunity, but this is a massive opportunity for both guys. Don't get me wrong. They win this, they're in a real good position. I spoke to Conor a few times in interviews, and Conor always says, I want to be up there fighting the big boys. This is the big step to get to where he wants to be. So good luck to both guys on this one. I'd love to say I'm sitting on the fence because I know both of them, but I'm not.
Jerome, I'm sure, because he's a pal of yours, Mr. Pampellone.
Jabbit Boxing, we'll wait and see. Good evening, lads.
Big Jabs.
Jabbit and SWS Boxing. Very, 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 very good fight. This winner should get a world title shot. I think you missed out a very there, mate. SW Fight Hub. Big shout out to SW Fight.
Big up, Sam.
Jam, do you want to take this one, or do you want me to?
I can go first if you like, mate.
Go on then,
like
mate.
you said, his last fight was against Jack Gibb, that me and you done the cover on March 17th. It was St. Patrick's Day, obviously. Big Irish holiday, big Irish-American holiday. It was an absolute war for the 6 rounds it lasted. But our boy Conor got to him in the end. The Northern Irishman showed his worth, showed his mettle, and got rid of his man. And Gibb was a very game operator in that fight. I was one of the best watch-alongs we've done, in my opinion. It was just an absolute, it was like 7, 8 in the morning, wasn't it? But it was fantastic.
And he made it very tough early on, Gibb, didn't he? He really came out. And Conor turned the tide, really. So it was a cracking win for him.
He managed to get that stoppage in the 6th. It was fantastic. And then we've got Jerome Pampellone, who I know is a big favourite of yours. I don't know that much about him, like, personally. I've never met him or anything, but he seems a very good fighter. He's got a record of 18-1-0. He was last out against Malik Zainad, who's the guy who went 6 with Bivol as a replacement for Serbiev when the first fight was called off. So that's the kind of level Jerome's fought at. The New Zealand-based Englishman from London. He's fought at a higher level than Wallace, in my opinion. So this is going to be a tough fight. I'm really excited to watch it, I tell you that. You know, it's going to be on a Wednesday as well. I love a bit of midweek boxing. Always brings the flavour. Separates the week for me. You know, you've got to wait till Saturday like normal. I'm going to go Pampellone to win this fight. I genuinely am. I think Pampellone's going to get the win, but I don't think he'll get the stoppage. I'm going to go points to Pampellone.
Yeah, because when you look at... Let's be honest, you look at both records here, mate. There's 10 knockouts for Conor. There's 11 knockouts for Pampellone. There's room for it.
Yeah, and you've got that New Zealand-Australia base, you know, one's based in New Zealand, one's based in Australia, one's from Northern Ireland, one's from England, so you've got like 2 levels of war on each side, like.
Exactly, you couldn't get a better mix on this one, really. And Conor's got a massive fan base over there, and Jerome will bring his fleet as well. It's going to be a cracker, mate, honestly. A real good fight, this is. For me, as I say, it's a tough one. I'm going Conor Wallace. I just
Wow,
think
so we're role
I,
reversed. I thought it was going to be the other way around, but we've got
I
it.
genuinely think coming off the way he performed against Gip, I was really impressed because he had his back to the wall early on in that fight. He really turned the tide and found his rhythm, found his reach, really good boxing ability, and he was punching hard in that fight. Absolutely spot on. Jerome, massive respect to Jerome. Don't get me wrong. This could go it could go either way because you've got two guys that do this is what they do. And would I be unhappy if one beat the other? No, because they're two guys that both deserve the opportunities they're in. Don't
I
get me
tell you
wrong.
what, I can see, Joel. Sorry to interrupt you, bro. I can see both men going down in this fight. I can see both getting knocked down in this fight. I genuinely can. I
Yeah,
think both
yeah.
men are going to hit the canvas at some point.
As I say, Pampellone, it's strange coming off a loss to come into a fight to get this level of opportunity where Conor seems to be riding the wave, really. And I think that's where I'm at. Both guys, yes, full of potential. There's a lot going for both of these guys, but I just think the crest of the wave that Conor's on at the moment, I just think he comes in full of it. He's feeling it. He knows where he wants to get. Jerome's going to have to come in, pick himself up again, point to prove. You know, is he going to be ready to jump into the next level after the loss that he's just had, where
Yeah,
Conor's
but remember though, bro,
riding?
he only lost by majority decision to a guy
Yeah.
who's just boxed Bivol. You know what I mean?
So
The
they're kind of
level of
like,
opposition is apples
it's
and
like
oranges. You
that.
know what I mean?
It's like that. It's
He's
a tough one.
It
It
is,
is.
it is, but he's coming off such a higher level. Malik Zinad didn't do himself no injustice against Bivol. He was there to fight. Yeah, he got
Yeah.
stopped in the end, as we know, but he was there to fight. It was a game lad, and he only lost a split majority decision to him. So you know that's a good level of operator, and that's a good
Yeah.
yardstick to see that Jerome Pampellone is actually a very, very good fighter.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
So
Wallace isn't, because I've got a lot of love for Wallace. I think he's fantastic. The way he dealt with Gip was amazing. But I wouldn't be surprised if Pampellone wins this, mate, to be honest. And I won't say comfortable, but I think he'll get it by a good few rounds. 3 or 4, maybe.
yeah, as I say, it depends. Conor's going to have to come out quick. He's going to have to. He can't afford to have that slow start like he did against Gip. He got pinned back and he had to find his rhythm. You can't do that against Pampellone. That's the difference. Pampellone will stick behind the jab. He'll do what he does and he'll bully you.
He'll
So
look for that knockout.
yeah. Conor's got to. He's got to get into his rhythm quick. He's got to, make him pay. Use that power that he's got, and avoid the powerful shot of Jerome Pampellone as well. So honestly, this has got all the ingredients, right? This is why I know when I say stuff, you're going, yeah, I know, and when you're saying stuff, I'm saying the same. So it's
That's
one of
how
those.
you know it's a close fight, bro.
It's a beautiful fight, mate. It's a beautiful fight.
It's
So
going to be a wonderful Wednesday.
let them, mate. I'll be at work, but Jam may even give you a live watch along if you're lucky, guys.
I certainly will, mate. I certainly
But
will.
let us know in the comments. It's over to you guys at home. Who's going to win this one? Wallace versus Pampellone for the WBO Intercontinental Light Heavyweight title and the IBF Eliminator for number 2 spot. So let us know your thoughts on this one. We really love hearing from you. So give us all you've got. Jabbit has said, watch along.
I got you covered, Jabs.
We'll get it. We'll get it. Right. Hit the subscribe button. Check out the rest of the content. There's interviews from both of these guys, so check them out. Just type it into the search box with Boxing Media Hub or JD's Fight Talk, and it will come up with the interviews. So, yeah, thank you very much for joining us, everyone. Jam, thank you very much, as always.
Pleasure,
And
brother.
you know what to say.
Let's have some of this.
Have it. God bless.
Have it real good. Take care, y'all.